My name is Emily Monroe Hernandez. I'm the History Department Chair at the Convent of the Sacred Heart on 91st Street in New York City. This is the first time I've attended a Keepers of the Flame conference.
My name is Paul Parker, and I am at Carrollton School of the Sacred Heart, which is in Miami. So this is the East Coast gathering of the Keep Keepers. I think it's from Florida up through Canada. Any Sacred Heart school in that general vicinity has a representative at this gathering.
The purpose of this conference, in my point of view, is to help people, faculty and staff members at different Sacred Heart schools to get to meet each other and to talk about ways in which we can further the mission of the Sacred Heart Network, especially with the vision of St. Madeleine Sophie Vera.
So we're trying to do the same thing that the religious did, in a way appropriate for us as lay people. That's really what the Keepers are here for. How can we do that? How can we be that, in this day and age?
What I think sets Sacred Heart schools apart from other schools is the clarity of the vision of Sacred Heart schools. I think I taught at other schools, all of which I think had strong mission statements, but I think the traditions of Sacred Heart and the living out of that mission makes being at a Sacred Heart school very unique. In particular, I think the sense of community you get at Sacred Heart schools, whether it's at my school or here at Greenwich, or at the other Sacred Heart schools I've visited, is just so palpable when you're at the building. That's very unique.
Well, the goals and criteria, they're like the Bible for Sacred Heart schools because they enshrine St. Madeleine Sophie's vision for education in a kind of an updated way appropriate for today. Because they always take a re-look at them every 5 or 10 years depending on what's going on.
The goals and criteria impact my life. I would say as a teacher, mostly in the sense that I think about my role as really kind of being a role model and living out the goals and criteria. So as a history teacher, of course, want my students to learn history, but also kind of role modeling relationships and making the class a comfortable space to learn history, and in the way I talk to my students in class and outside of class is really important.
Madeleine Sophie wanted to change the world by making known God's love through the work of education. Education is the means to the end, but the end was not just to found a school. There's a saying from St. Irenaeus that to me summarizes it. And St. Irenaeus, who was way back in the first few centuries of the church, he said, "The glory of God is a person fully alive." And to me, that's always been a great way to understand the whole purpose of education, is to help a person discover her gifts and to maximize them, and not just for herself or for self-interest, but to change the world